Welcome to the Superdry podcast. We're going to be focusing on some of the topics covered in the Future Engage Deliver leadership program. Often it's not just the external factors that make us less effective, but also what's going on inside our heads. The negative self-talk we sometimes have that says, I'm not good enough, I'm not clever enough, or I'm not experienced enough, that are holding us back. And don't worry, we all have these self-limiting beliefs. In my experience of working with leaders all the way up to the very highest level, almost everyone occasionally gets what's called imposter syndrome. That feeling that one day I'll get found out, that people will realise I'm making this up as I go along. Now, the quicker you realise that we're all blagging it, we're all making it up as we go along, the more confident you'll be. So we looked at how some of these self-limiting beliefs can play out. I gave an example of a time in my career when I had to present my monthly figures to the board. At the time I was in my late 20s and was presenting to a vastly experienced group of middle-aged senior leaders. Each time before entering the room, I would constantly be telling myself, you're not old enough to be doing this. You don't have the experience. So the moment any of them questioned my figures, I would instantly think, they're trying to trip me up. They don't trust me. They don't think I'm the man for the job. My reaction would often then be to stumble over my words, to get flustered, or in some cases even say something inappropriate. So the impact I eventually had ended up being exactly what I feared the most. They probably did think I lacked experience or wasn't sure of my numbers. Now when I look back, it's much more likely the reason they were questioning my figures had nothing to do with them not trusting me. They weren't trying to trip me up. They were genuinely interested in what I had to say. They wanted to know. They saw me as the expert. The only person making it mean something else was me. So take some time to think about what might be some of your self-limiting beliefs. What do you believe about yourself that might be holding you back? Then think about in what situations do they often occur. Is it presenting to seniors? Is it challenging upwards? The trick is to catch yourself when this self-doubt kicks in and ask yourself, what am I making this mean? As more often than not, we're our very own worst critic. So try getting together a bank account of evidence that reminds you of why you are where you are, and reminding yourself every time it does go well. As the phrase goes, feel the fear and then do it anyway.